The IPBES report is a UN report that is similar to the UN IPCC report, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, but the IPBES is Intergovernmental Panel on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. This is a 6-chapter report that concludes with options for decision makers about how to conserve biodiversity and ecosystem services into the future. So much of the work we do in CBO focuses on developing decision tools, developing approaches for biodiversity assessment and monitoring, and then also stakeholder engagement. So those focal areas have been really relevant in my role as a lead author for the IPBES process. One example of that is one of the analyses that we did relates to looking at trade-offs and synergies in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. So for example, how can we simultaneously meet biodiversity and climate goals? The other piece that is quite relevant in terms of the approach we're taking with CBO and its application to IPBES is that as we are developing approaches and applying these approaches, we're trying to learn what works and what doesn't work and trying to figure out how do we translate this information to decision making. So in a lot of discussions in the IPBES process, we were able to rely on some of the depth of thinking about what is the best way to present this information so that different stakeholders, different decision makers can access it and that it's salient and relevant to different contexts.